Welcome back to Rugby AM, the final part. Keith, no Jonesy tonight. You missed him.
Obviously, always miss Jonesy.
Yeah. Out of all the players you've played with over the years, is he your bestie? Is he your best friend?
He's a very nice bloke. He's done well. He's done well.
We're going to talk a bit about Championship after the NRL roundup. Plenty to talk about from the weekend. A great bounce back from your team.
Yeah, we needed it. We had a bit of a touch-up at the Summer Bash. As Mark Aston says, we got Summer Bashed. So, yeah, London played on form that day. It was a little bit of a fairy tale game for Andrew Henderson, sort of like coming out of retirement.
Yeah, what was that about?
Shortage of numbers.
Yeah.
You know, yes, at Salford they've been claiming it for weeks that they were
going to put his back on.
Yeah, Andrew Henderson played, and he played a real key part in the Broncos, and
Has he still got it? Has he still got it?
He's got the enthusiasm. That's what he always had. He got the line speed and the enthusiasm, and he brought that into his team. And
I bet he didn't shut up throughout the whole game.
You know what it's like. He never shuts up. The worst at coaching with him last year. You know, you coach with him and you want to do a minute conversation. It's like talking to you.
Is it?
Yeah, it just keeps on going on and on and on.
Oh, I love a good phone call, though, Keith. You know what I mean? Right, we're going to go to the NRL right now, to Jared Coote. We mentioned him before the break. Fantastic bloke. Thank you so much for being part of the Rugby AM team. Super professional, Keith, this guy. He's brilliant. He's got his own microphone cube.
Puts us to shame,
He puts us to shame. No, he's brilliant. This is going down under now, crossing to our NRL pundit, Mr. Jared Coote.
Yeah, thanks very much, guys. Now, some huge breaking news here in the NRL to kick things off. Now, Daly Cherry Evans, probably someone you guys haven't heard of too much over in England. Of course, he has played for Australia, has played for Queensland, but he's always on the bench or he's in the squad with Cooper Cronk there in front of him. But the thing is that he's probably the best performed halfback in the NRL week in, week out. That's a common thought down here in Australia. But Cooper Cronk, he's been there, he's done it before. There's no reason to get rid of him, especially when his teams usually win. So Cooper Cronk is the man, but Cherry Evans, week in, week out, it's hard to argue that he isn't the best performed player in the NRL. Now, he signed with the Titans earlier this year, a huge deal for the Titans. Haven't really done anything since they've been in the NRL. Well, I'll tell you what, he's auditioned for the Australian Olympic team. He's done one of the best backflips you have ever seen, Cherry Evans. There's a ludicrous rule out here in the NRL that if you sign with another NRL club, you can change your mind up until round 13 the year before. Today, Cherry Evans did exactly that. He's decided to stay with his team, Manly. They did initially offer him a deal and there was some management issues and there was a bit of conflict there. He's turned it all around. It's happened. He's staying with Manly. They won't tell us how long the deal is, but they're saying it's a lifetime contract. Now, to register a contract with the NRL, you have to say how long it's for. We don't know how long this one's for, but they're talking up to 8 years and over $10 million. That's a lot of money. He's performed a huge backflip. Might not be much money for you, Simo, but that is a lot of cash. Now, there's 3 games I want to talk about from the NRL weekend just gone. The first one is when the Cowboys took on, you name it, Manly. Manly, they're going not so bad at the moment. They've had a terrible start to the year, but they've really started to pick up. But the Cowboys, wow, they cannot stop winning. They're right up near the top of the competition ladder now. On for and against, they're not on top, but on equal on points at the top of the competition ladder. This game was unbelievable. They had a lot of players coming back from Origin. We thought this was going to be really tough for them, and it was. It looked like they're going to lose. Matt Scott did score 2 tries for them, the Australian and Queensland prop. Unbelievable effort by him, but it was Manly who took control of this game. They're up 3 tries to 2. Cowboys, they've got that winning attitude. They don't know how to lose at the moment. They scored a try right at the death, the last play of the game, to win for the Cowboys. They're killing it right now at the moment. Now, another game I want to talk about, this was an interesting one. It was a blowout. It was a huge game. It was the Dragons taking on Cronulla. 42 points to 6 this one finished. You think, why is this a great game? Well, this was a local derby. These two teams always go at each other. It is always so close. Normally the Cronulla gets on top lately, but the Dragons this year, on fire. This win puts them at the top of the NRL competition ladder. They blew them away. They're on top on for and against now, but what an achievement. No one gave them any chance this year. We thought there was a chance they'd win the spoon, but the Warhorse, Benji Marshall, once considered the best player in the world, Well, he's turned back the clock. No one wanted him when he was coming back from rugby union, but he even showed glimpses of that old sidestep that he had back in the day when he was a teenager. He's all coming back, Benji Marshall. They killed it on the day. Amazing performance by the whole team. They're on top of the competition ladder. Another one I want to talk to you about is the Roosters taking on the Storm. Now, the Storm, they're right up there every year. But the Roosters, what a performance by them. They're a bit up and down so far this year, but we know they've got the players and the talent when they turn it on. And boy, did they turn it on in this game. 24 points to 2. The Storm never lose games without scoring a try. It was an unbelievable performance. The forwards absolutely smashed the Storm pack. Now, Jesse Bromwich, they say he's the best prop in the world at the moment, right up there with your man, James Graham, but he got annihilated by Jared Waerea-Hargreaves and Sam Moa. They smashed them in this game, right through the middle of the field, from minute 0 to minute 80. Mitch Orbison out in the centres, unfamiliar position there. He played in, set up a try, set up 2 tries, actually scored one himself. Unbelievable performance by him. And they've still got Blake Ferguson to come back, the Roosters. This is probably the scariest performance of the year by any side. Really sent a message. So watch out. The Roosters are coming back. I know you'll be happy, Simo. Wear that red, white and blue tie, brother. I'll see you all next week.
Fantastic roundup from Jared Coote there. To keep it, I want to talk about Championship because we've been getting hammered on the Facebook, absolutely rinsed about not talking enough Championship on Rugby. And I won't have it. We love the Championship. It's a great competition. And we've heard from some of the players, like Paul Wood, who was saying to me the other day that it feels like it's a lot tougher than he gave it credit. And Mickey Hyam as well also said, wow, this is a bit of a wake-up call.
It is a little bit tougher. It's not got the speed of Super League. Obviously, there's only 2 or 3 teams that are full-time, so a lot of the boys are working all day, so you can't expect them to have the same fitness as Super League. So by slowing it down, it allows defences to get set, and then you've got to run into them defences. When Super League, you can get a fast play of the ball and you go in zigzag defences at times, so you end up getting battered.
Yeah.
And I'll have a little bit of a dig. The refereeing standards isn't as good as Super League, so they get away with a lot more. And it is a very tough proposition for some of them.
At the end, you had some questions for Mark about the Championship this year.
Yeah, I think we need to get some clarification about the new Super 8 and the new format, because it's quite vague at the moment how it all sets into place.
Yeah, so we're getting pretty close to it now. Obviously, after round 23, we break into those Super 8s. So the top 8 of Super League just carry on going like they are, play each other again one more time, keep their points and keep going. Top 4 make playoffs and into the grand final. Then the bottom 4 of Super League and top 4 of Championship go into the qualifiers. All start again on 0 points. Then at the end of the 7 rounds, where everybody's played each other once, top 3 go into Super League. 4 and 5 play off in that £1 million game. Winner goes into Super League for next year, and then the bottom 3 go into the Championship. And then the bottom 8 of Championship again points carry on through the Championship Shield.
Do they actually get £1 million?
They don't actually get £1 million, but that's kind of roughly the difference in kind of central funding that you'll get if you're in Super League or if you're in Championship.
I just had this vision of young Blake driving on the field in a golf buggy with £1 million in cash. That'd be outstanding.
Could be a good PR stunt.
For that middle eight, obviously they're only playing once each. How does it work out?
Home and away.
Yeah, there is a kind of grid that more intelligent people than me have put together that really it values sort of where you finish. So the 9 and 10 in Super League and 1 and 2 in Championship will get that extra home game. You're rewarded for the higher up you finish, and then who you play home and away is kind of all done to justify and reward those that finish higher up.
So Keith, you're looking like you're going to finish 3rd.
It's exciting. Obviously,
can you sleep at night?
There's a lot of thought process goes into it. You do tick over, and obviously
If you started looking at them teams like because at the moment Salford are in that bottom. Obviously Wakefield, Cass, they're higher up, but you've got Hull KR and Hull FC, I believe, at the moment. So if you started looking at those teams, going right, what can we do? We might have to go to Hull KR away, fantastic away ground, massive support. How is Sheffield going to beat them? Do you start looking at that now? Because you've got 7 games, 7 weeks.
Yeah, but we're focusing week in, week out, because if you look at the table at the moment, Lee and Bradford are the runaway leaders of it, and we're on 22 points, and then the next team's Dewsbury. Then you've got Featherstone with 18 and Halifax with 16. So there's six teams there well, them 4 teams vying for 2 places.
Yeah.
You know, so it's still in the balance.
Realistically, though, it's really 4 teams
It's in our
for one
hands.
place.
It's in our hands, you know, for
You
us to
think
finish
between
third.
Dewsbury, Featherstone, Halifax and London, depending on London's results, they're going to finish, one of them teams is going to finish 4th.
Yeah, definitely. London, I don't think London will do it because they've got a tough run in over the next few weeks. You know, their game in hand, I think, is against League. You know, so I can't see them doing it. Like you said, there's 7 games. I think there's not that many games left, actually, to be honest. So it is going to be difficult. You know, we're not focusing on that at the moment because we need to keep our own house in order. And as you know, last week, you know, there was a massive shock to our system, a good kick up the backside for us. But, you know, we lose a couple of them games and all of a sudden, because they're hot on your tail, so it's keeping it very, very interesting.
Mate, I can't wait. I'm going to come down to your stadium to Keepmoat and watch a few games in that middle eight without a doubt. I'm really excited for the middle eights. I think it's great for the game, and it really does mean that every minute matters this year for Rugby League. Right, looking at the fixtures this weekend, Keith, I'll do Super League, you do Championship. Thursday night, Widnes versus Hull FC, huge game for the running for the top 8. Friday night, St Helens versus Salford, OKR Castleford, Warrington versus Catalan, Huddersfield versus Wigan on Sunday, and then Wakefield versus Leeds. The last game before Brian Smith takes the helm at Bellevue.
He'll be doing some video work on them this week. Obviously in the Championship, Bartley v Sheffield on the Friday at 7:30. Saturday, Featherstone v Halifax, which is a massive game for them too. Sunday, Bradford v Doncaster, Dewsbury v Workington, London v Lee, and Whitehaven versus Hunter at all 3 p.m. kickoffs.
This week as well, I've got to say, good luck to the wife. We're expecting our next son this week. I might call it Keithy Jonesy Moretta the Third. What do you reckon?
It's not happening.
Maybe,
I don't
maybe
think this
not.
is I thought you should decided on Bobby George after
No,
the
yeah,
dice.
she loves Bobby George. Absolutely fell in love with Bobby George. But yeah, we've got another son. So this time next week, I'll have another son. Exciting times. And in the hot seat is Leon Price and Kurt Norton from Hull FC. Be great to get those guys in place. Big thanks to Mark Foster, marketing director from the RFL and Super League. Lee J. Walker, thebusinessdesk.com. Ben Carney, the legend from The Office.
Somebody else will be sat in your seat then next week because you'll be going for the snip.
Yep, I will be definitely. No, we're going to go again. We're going to go again. One more time. One more. We're going to get for a girl. We're going to go for a girl. 5 boys. We need a girl. But yeah, if you want to get involved with Rugby this week, please come down. Super League's Best Golfer, 9th of June, Tuesday, and you can get involved. You can play with the professionals. Check out rugbym.co.uk, and also the big one, the business desk lunch, Lee J.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Are you going to get all the business community down there?
Well, a lot of them are already there, so there is a few more spaces. So yeah, it's going to be a good afternoon.
It's already well sponsored as well.
It is well sponsored. We've got leading investment management bank, Brewin Dolphin, sponsoring it, network marketing, and attendance as well. So you've got the whole of the business community, RBS, Grant Thornton, etc. So it'll be good.
Fantastic. Business and Rugby League this week at BB's. Come for your lunch, 12 till 4, 12th of June. We'll see you next week right here, Made Television. Thank you to everyone for watching. Thank you very much.